Issue Point and Guru in the house, back with another Arsenal news episode where, ladies and gentlemen, Arsenal are out of the European Super League. Every single one of them, those English clubs, are out of the European Super League, and Arsenal are the first club to apologise for it. But more importantly, it's not about the apology. We don't want one person in our club, and that is Stan and his son Josh Kroenke anymore. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you think that you can do something right now, all you can do and go out and put up a tweet with the hashtag Kroenke out. Type in anything, whatever you do, type hashtag Kroenke out. That's it. That's all you gotta do, because that's one thing that we need. This is the best time to put Kroenke out of his misery from Arsenal. Yes, it's time to get a new owner, ladies and gentlemen. They have to resign. They have to. It's trending all over Twitter with 180k tweets. I have done my bit, and every single time you want to put a tweet, put it with hashtag Stan Kroenke, hashtag Kroenke out. That's all it should be. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about the so-called Super League. So Fabrizio Romano tweets out that the Super League is set to be suspended soon, confirmed. Legal team at work on this point, but waiting for Italian and Spanish clubs' position. After English clubs leaving the league in the last hours, the whole project is expected to be suspended, as per Tariq Panja. Charles Watts tweets out that if Arsenal hoped this announcement could bring a bit of calm to the fan base, they were wrong. It feels like things are only just getting started. Friday's protest outside the Emirates will still go ahead, but it's now a hashtag Kroenke out protest. Will be interesting to see the numbers. The right decision has been reached here, and it's good to see that statement was an apology rather than some bland and generic words. But Kroenke's actions in taking the club to this point won't and should not be forgotten. He isn't fit to have his hands on Arsenal. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff, ladies and gentlemen. It's not over. It's not over until it's over. But yes, it is going to be a big, colossal. And even Tariq Panja 9 hours ago said Arsenal, the only one of the group of 6 to apologize for the mess they created by signing up to the Super League. Mesut Ozil tweeted out that there's only one Super League and actually put up the logo of Turkish Super League. Sebastian Pedersen tweets out that Arsenal fans are preparing to have a Kroenke out protest on Friday before the Everton game, even if we were to leave the ESL. Hashtag let's not forget, hashtag Kroenke out, spread the message. That's happening. Even Ian Wright tweets out hashtag Kroenke out. Oh wow. Unreal, man. And David Onsen, every single one of them. Hector Bellerin tweets out the image of Arsene Wenger that to all the Arsenal lovers, take care of the values of the club, my love and support forever. That's the image that he shared. And Arsene Wenger says, England has the strongest league in the world, and by signing documents like that, they've destroyed the Premier League. What is behind that thinking? He did not hold back. Unreal. He also says that I'm not surprised it did not last long. I never believed from the start it would happen. It ignored the basic principles of sporting merit. If you ignore that, you kill the domestic leagues. So fans would never accept that, rightly so. We have only one heart. We have only one heart. How many times will you win it? How many times will you win it, Arsene Wenger? Moving on, so the official statement, the open letter from Arsenal's official website came up. They tweeted out, they actually posted this on their website, that the last few days have shown us yet again the depth of feeling our supporters around the world have for this great club and the game we love. We needed no reminding of this, but the response from supporters in recent days has given us time for further reflection and deep thought. It was never out of intention to cause such distress. However, when the invitation to join the Super League came, while knowing that there were no guarantees, we did not want to be left behind to ensure we protected Arsenal and its future. As a result of listening to you and the wider footballing community over recent days, we are withdrawing from the proposed Super League. We made a mistake and we apologize for it. So they've given their reasons, but they have apologized. I forgive Arsenal for this, but I don't think so. Arsenal were supposed to be in this mess. It's the owners. And you know what? They've used Arsenal as a as a, how should I say this, as a scapegoat for this, but the owners, man, this should have come from the owners. But moving on, so Gary Neville on the English clubs withdrawing from the Super League says Florentino Perez might have them on £100 million fine if they leave. I hope so. I hope Perez has got them on a massive fine to withdraw, the lot of them, and I hope basically they end up eating each other. And even the statement from the Super League after the disbandment, they said that the European Super League is convinced that the current status quo of European football needs to change. We are proposing a new European competition because the existing system does not work. Our proposal is aimed at allowing the sport to evolve while generating resources and stability for the full football pyramid, including helping to overcome the financial difficulties experienced by the entire footballing community as a result of the pandemic. It would also provide materially enhanced solidarity payments to all football stakeholders, despite the announced departure of the English clubs forced to take such decisions due to pressure out of them. We are convinced our proposal is fully aligned with European law and regulations, as was demonstrated today by a court decision to protect the Super League from third-party actions. Given the current circumstances, we shall reconsider the most appropriate steps to reshape the project, always having in mind our goals of offering fans the best experience possible while enhancing solidarity payments for the entire footballing community. They're not going to quit. They're going to come up with something special, but keep it fair. That's all I ask. But right now, get the owner of my club out of my club. Get the owner out of my club. Get him out as soon as it can be. Wow. Gerard Piqué tweets out that football belongs to the fans today more than ever. I understand the situation why he could not do that during when Barcelona was still part of the ESL, but now he has, and I understand his status quo. I respect it. So moving on, so UEFA President Alexander Safarin says that it's admirable to admit a mistake. Plus, these clubs made big mistake. They're back in fold now. Plus, have a lot to offer, not just to our competitions, but whole of Euros game. Important now to move on, rebuild unity, plus move forward together. Well, just like Arsenal fans have lost it on their owners, Liverpool fans have lost it, and so have Manchester United fans have lost it as well. Unreal. Unreal, man, unreal. Even Freddie Paxson came up with this as well. So it looks like, according to a source of El Chiringuito TV, the Super League will sue the English clubs for leaving the project. They deserve this. They definitely deserve this. I mean, come on. Why would you do that? Why would you have to come up with this kind of a league? Well, anyways, also here we go. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang shared this. He says it's been on his Instagram stories that it's been an emotional few days, but the only right decision has been made tonight for the fans and for football, and even more important in the case of George Floyd. So he is actually summarizing literally every goddamn thing, every goddamn thing about it. So cool, man. So even Aliko Dangote, when can he start the Arsenal takeover, ladies and gentlemen? That's the talk of the town, because Stan Kroenke remains an unpopular figure with many Arsenal fans. With every Arsenal fan, it's not even many, it's rather every. And according to reports, the American was eager of the Super League to go through, but we all know that it fell off the cliff. Ed Woodward has handed in his resignation, while Andrea Agnelli is understood to have left Juventus as well. So here are the Arsenal fans who have reacted to the Kroenke out. So some of them tweets I'm going to read out to you. So someone said, this is the best time for Dangote to buy Arsenal. Another one said, please talk to Dangote for us. Tell him to buy Arsenal, please. As Arsenal fans prepare for Kroenke out protests on Friday, Dangote need to be on the next plane to London and prepare to take over from him. Another one said, can Aliko Dangote just buy us this year? Everyone says, Kroenke out, Dangote make an offer, LOL. Another one said, God, I hope so. Bring in Dangote. Dangote is waiting on the wing. Well, let's see. I don't think so. He's waiting on the wing. But how can you guys be so sure that Dangote is not another Kroenke or might not be worse than him? We don't know. We don't know yet. We need someone who's passionate about this club. That's all I want them to offer. But moving on, so Unai Emery has it out on European Super League plan ahead of Arsenal's reunion in Europa League. So Unai Emery says that it is a war for the control of football. So he's given his peace of mind. He says this is a war for the control of football. The clubs have rebelled against the control of UEFA. My position in principle is that I'm against it. It's very risky for football and its essence. Well, of course, everyone has said has put their bits here. Every single one of them. And yep, I think fans got what they wanted. But I think the fans should want one more thing. Get their owners out. That's what they should want. That's what they should ask for it. So, with this, we end this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you seek daily Arsenal content, best place to be. Consider subscribing. I will see you in the next one. Cheers.